Welcome to Unlock Your Retirement, powered by the WealthKare Investment Center. We believe that investing in knowledge pays the best interest, especially when it comes to your retirement. On this program, our team of elite advisors will share a wide range of unique and powerful strategies designed to maximize your retirement finances and help you create a life of purpose and fulfillment. The time to unlock your ideal retirement is now. Let's get started.
Welcome back to Unlock Your Retirement. I'm Chris Heaster. I'm here with my partner Bruce Smith from the WealthKare Investment Center. We've talked a lot today about retirement income, and we are going over our free guide that you can download at unlock32.com. Also, to talk to one of our lead advisors, you can give us a call at 888-888-5601. I'd be a little remiss to say, not to mention that if you are just now tuning in and you want to hear more of this show, you can go to YouTube and search for us at Unlock Your Retirement, or wherever you download your podcast. You can get us there. Just search for Unlock Your Retirement. And if you subscribe to those pages, you can catch up on old radio shows and other interviews that we have done. So, again, today we're talking about...
Was that old guys doing old radio shows? I kind of see what he was saying there,
We kind of got to bring it into the new age a little bit, So we've been talking today about retirement income planning. And in this segment, we're going to look at, advanced tax and estate planning for retirees, and how does that fall into your retirement income planning. So one of the questions we hear often when we start talking about taxes is people will jump up and say, oh, you mean let's do a Roth conversion? And there's a lot of questions that get loaded into that simple statement. The first one we're going to talk about today is, should you convert your traditional IRA to a Roth? So let's talk about what that looks like and what it could mean for you. So to do what's called a Roth conversion is you're going to take money from that IRA, you're going to incur a tax liability and move that over to a Roth. The reason you want to do that, or could want to do that, is that money then will grow tax-free over the rest of your life. And when you withdraw it, you withdraw the money tax-free, both the money you put in plus any earnings that is made over that time. And then if it gets to the point where it's going to pass on to your heirs, they can also continue to allow it to grow tax-free and then take it out tax-free. So, if you're going to expect, your rates to rise in the future, and government keeps spending, so, we are looking at that. Or also, it's a great strategy to help minimize your RMDs later on in life and possibly reduce or eliminate Social Security taxes or Medicare taxes. So there's a lot of positives for doing the conversion, but you are going to be responsible for that tax liability up front. So you don't want to kind of put that together as part of your overall retirement income plan and budget for those type of things. So Bruce, what other tax efficient strategies can you use to minimize the tax burden in retirement?
Okay, well, and so I'm going to say this because you're out there listening and you just heard Chris talking about Roth conversions, and maybe it gave you a headache. Here's the thing I'll chime in with Roth conversions, is that first of all, don't listen to people with all their opinions. I think this is probably the number one area of myths when it comes to retirement income. Should you do a Roth conversion? Should you not do a Roth conversion? What's the pluses? What's the minuses of doing that? The right answer to that question is have a plan done. Basically run the numbers for your situation. This is probably one of the most key areas of what we do and do very well at WealthKare, because we have the expertise. Chris is an elite advisor with the Ed Slott Group, and Ed is pretty much, he is the IRA guru in America. With his books and Barron's and Wall Street, he is the guy. I'm a master elite advisor. I've been working with Ed now for, dear God, years. I don't know I don't know how long, but it's been a long time. And I respect that we stay on the cutting edge of what the tax management of retirement looks like by having this kind of a team to work with. But, run the numbers and see what makes sense, and it dispels all the myths. It dispels all the rumors. So I think that's very important, and you can just give us a call, 888-888-5601, and schedule that 20-minute discovery call, and we can talk about just Roth conversions if that's what you want to talk about. But the tax-efficient strategies you use to minimize your tax burden in retirement, this is probably one of the other key myth areas, is that most people, when you start talking about taxes in retirement, they almost see a fork in the road where they've got to make a decision. Do I want tax planning that benefits me and my spouse during retirement, or do I want tax planning that benefits my heirs, my legacy, my family? So you can't benefit both of us. So I have to make a decision of whether I want to pay taxes now or do things now so they get more money. And quite frankly, that doesn't ring very well with people. But then it's like, if I'm doing it for myself, well, then what's the burden going to be? And I got to tell you, tax planning for retirement done properly is one of the most amazing, most powerful financial strategies out there, because when we build a plan, we build a tax management plan designed to help you pay less taxes, significantly less taxes over your retirement lifetime. We explore those opportunities and show them to you. You pay less taxes, means more money stays in your accounts where it belongs. More money stays there and grows in your accounts and is available for you during your lifetime for both planned and unplanned expenditures. When you die, the money goes on to your kids. So you plan for your own benefit, which is what it should be. And then the byproduct is that there's an additional significant tax advantage for the children. So, as opposed to, you don't really have that why in the road. You don't have that decision. So there's a number of strategies that we employ, but we find the ones that best fit your situation. Now, maybe there are none, but I have to tell you, in doing this for almost 40 years and you over the last 20, when was the last time we saw a none? I mean, we've maybe seen a half a dozen in our career.
Yeah, few and far between where we can't find some sort of strategy that would help.
Yeah, and so a lot of times when we say help, it could be six figures, and that's a low number. So does it make sense to have this forward-looking tax management strategy? The number one comment we get from people is, I've worked with my advisor. I've worked with 3 different advisors. You're the only people that have ever really gotten deep into the tax side and said, hey, here's all the things you can do. I learned a long time ago, you can focus on investments. Everybody's focused on investments, Chris. Everybody out there is doing the same thing and saying, here's how much you could earn on your money. You're no longer working, make your money work, make as much as you can within your constraints. And everybody's doing that. But, in many cases, there's even more value to be had in addition to the investment gains of the tax planning. I mean, and I don't, I'm excited about it because it's real. We've seen it for so many clients over the years and what it's meant. So there's a lot of tax efficient strategies you can do that'll minimize the tax burden during your retirement years. And the byproduct is it will also help the money you worked so hard to save, to accrue, and grow for your benefit. It goes to your family instead of Uncle Sam. So, if that's something that's part of your retirement currently, great. Let's make sure that, you're hitting all the marks. If you're not doing that, now's the time, to take your plan to the next level in the area of tax management. Give us a call, 888-888-5601. Download our retirement income kit we're talking about today at unlock32.com. That's unlock32.com. Get your free guide, watch the video, and you can click there also and schedule your 20-minute consultation. And we talk about taxes, and I think this one is one, again, a myth more than anything, is that people talk about estate planning, and so realistically, we keep hearing about estate planning and estate taxes, and the state taxes are going to go up if they sunset the Trump tax cut. But is it really that big of a deal, Chris?
Right now the limits are over $13 million a person. They are set to be cut in half, at the end of 2025. There's also some gifting strategies that might change too. I think, listening to today's show and recording today's show here, I think one of the biggest takeaways I've seen is you need to have a plan in place, not only for your retirement income, but having that enhanced plan to unlock some additional benefits in the places of taxes. And also, estate planning, it goes beyond just the simple, hey, I have a will. That's kind of the basic that people get done. So the tax planning will definitely affect your beneficiaries. If they get the benefit of the work you do through that enhanced tax planning. There's also some gifting strategies that can help you out to reduce that estate issues. And finally, it's charitable giving. Whether if you have a charitable leaning, there's stuff you can do while you're alive, to both help you on the retirement tax side, but also on that estate planning side. And if you have, hey, there's something I want to leave afterwards, when I leave this earth, having that set in place and understanding how that's going to affect your entire estate plan and decisions you should make during the retirement tax planning as well. So Bruce, looking at that, one of the questions we often get asked as we're talking to clients is, well, I can only give away $18,000 a year to my kids, and that's, another one of those myths we hear. So should our clients and our listeners be worried about gift taxes as they are trying to transfer wealth to their children?
Oh, that's a great question. We do get that one a lot, and one thing I want to amplify that Chris talked about there is, one of the things that goes with all of these questions is that people are under the wrong impression. A lot of times, like maybe they'll have a tax discussion, they'll have questions, and they'll ask a tax question of their advisor. Their advisor gives them some kind of an answer, and that's it. It drops off the planet. People ask us, how much do you charge in addition to managing my investments, for the tax planning? And we do a holistic plan. We cover all the bases. It is a compounding risk management plan. So when you talk about value, if you're paying an advisor or a company investment management fees and all you're getting is investment management of a market risk and a portfolio, and that's it, all of these things that we're talking about on our program is included in the planning that we do. We don't charge extra. It's not additional modules or add-ons or anything else. So, it's very value-oriented in that regard. So gifting, is that you can, I think the new number is what, $18,000?
$18,000 for this year.
So what it says is you can gift $18,000 per person and not have to file a gift tax return. That is what the law says. And people, they think, oh my God, I can give away $18,000. We just had our coffee and clients event, the one in State College, and people were asking about it. And we said, no, you can give away $1 million, and there's no tax. There's no tax to you. There's no tax to your kids. But you just have to fill out a form, a gift tax return, so that you have let the IRS know, hey, I gave this money away. In the event that I hit the lottery and I'm worth more than $20 million or $30 million when I die, I already gave away $1 million. We have to include that in the calculation. That's all it is. You can gift property, you can gift vacation homes, you can gift farms, you can gift so many things, and people are saying, I'll try to fetter it away at $18,000 a year. No, that's not required. But you just fill out a gift tax return, but there is no tax associated with that return. This is again, we're hitting all the myths, and this is a big myth. So, we have people that come to us and become clients because of things like that. They're saying, you guys are knowledgeable and you're able to answer my questions, but, you can start answering your own questions today as we come to wrap up the show. And it's really, thank you again for investing your time with us. And if you're watching it out there, listening to the podcast, watching it on YouTube, the things that young Chris understands so well, just visit unlock32.com. That's unlock32.com. If you're driving down the road, we don't want you doing that. Just go to YouTube and you can watch and you can pick up the link there, or in your podcast. But unlock32.com to get the retirement income elements that we've talked about today on the show. And you can get that. It's no cost. And also, you're always welcome to give us a call here at the WealthKare Investment Center, where we take your retirement planning to the next level. And if that's something you're looking to do, let's start by having a simple 20-minute discussion about your situation and talk and discuss, do we see opportunities maybe you're not taking advantage of now? Give us a call at 888-5601. Again, that number is 888-5601. Thanks again for investing your time with us, and we look forward to the next episode and talking with you here on Unlock Your Retirement. Have a great week.
Thank you for joining us on Unlock Your Retirement, powered by the WealthKare Investment Center. Ready to take the next step? Download your free ebook at unlockfreebook.com. and learn how to reduce market risk, lower your retirement taxes, and maximize your lifetime retirement benefits. For expert guidance, connect with one of WealthCare's elite advisors by calling 888-888-5601 or visit unlockyourretirement.com. Don't miss our next episode of Unlock Your Retirement, where your financial future takes center stage.
And now the part that the attorneys love.
Fee-based financial planning and fiduciary services are offered by WealthCare.com Inc., a Pennsylvania-based investment advisor. Tax-free refers to federal income tax treatment only and may not apply to state, local, or specialized taxes. Tax impact varies by individual and should be considered before transactions. Case studies are hypothetical and do not guarantee results. Recommendations are based on each client's unique data. WealthCare and Bruce Smith are not affiliated with the Social Security Administration or any government agency. All content is informational and should not be used for financial decisions. Unauthorized use is prohibited.